It truly is better to give than receive. I'm Kelly Wilkness here with Anita Joyce, and this is Decorating Tips and Tricks, episode 383, Holiday Gifts, Home Decor, and More. So today we're going to be running through some ideas and suggestions for you so you can gift your friends and family some interesting and beautiful items, not only for their homes, but just things that they'll absolutely love and cherish.
Yeah, this was a fun episode to work on. As some of them kind of require more research, some of them are just kind of more fun, and this was a fun one. Just finding some interesting gifts that I think people would enjoy.
Yeah, and obviously it's geared towards the decor lovers and style mavens out there, and your cadre of friends and family. But we've tossed in a few things for just some comfort and style as well, and I have some hostess gifts too, or ideas on how to put some hostess gifts together, because that's always kind of like, yeah. I have all these intentions of putting something lovely together, a little basket or something. And then, it's Friday at 5:30 and you're supposed to be somewhere for a holiday party at 6. And then you just grab a bottle of wine, which is okay too. But I want to kick it off with something that might be an idea for someone to do, because, as much as we love our stuff, there's just a lot of stuff, and 'tis the season of stuff, and it obviously has a much bigger meaning than just exchanging tangible items. So, when my girls and I were involved in Girl Scouts, we always adopted a family. Our troops would adopt a family, and we would do this through a local charity. And since we don't have Girl Scouting in our lives right now, we've kind of fallen off that. And I was a little, I guess, left a little bit wondering, like, how do you find a family to adopt at Christmas time? And I thought, well, I'm just going to Google it. Because we're Google masters after all. And sure enough, Habitat for Humanity has an Adopt a Family program. And I think they have it in most cities. They definitely have it in Los Angeles. And I'm venturing to say they probably have it in all the cities that they have a major presence in. So you just call there and you can get information about how to adopt a family. And it can be as simple as writing a check and giving a donation, to putting together a basket these are all families that have just been provided with a new Habitat for Humanity home. So, right. So they need all the things, whatever they're provided for Habitat for Humanity. I don't know exactly how detailed, that list of items is, whether it's, big furnishings and appliances, but I'm sure they need a lot of other things. And they said in particular, something that they may need is holiday decorations. So that's what we're going to do this year as a family. So we're going to put a basket together of things. So we're excited about that. So that's something that you could just do as a family to, give to the Habitat Humanity organization, or you could even do it in someone's name. Like for my parents, like what do my parents really need every year? So we try to do something like that for them. Like maybe St. Jude's or something, giving a donation in their name. Mm-hmm. So you could also do it in that way. And let them know, we did this for you, and we gave this donation to Habitat Humanity for this family and your name.
I think that's a fabulous gift. I love that idea.
And then you could buy yourself a candle.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to top that, but I'm going to move on to something.
We're done. Okay.
Oh, with the charitable thing. Okay. Well, on to another kind of gift for somebody. I found these wonderful custom portraits of a couple, and you can do it's a drawing, it's an illustration, but they're done custom, I guess, based on your photograph that you provide, but you can include kids and pets, and just kind of a nice, I think that'd be a wonderful gift for somebody. And, they start at $60, and then it just kind of depends on, what size print you want, if you just want the digital version, or if you want it printed on a canvas or art print. So I thought that was such a great idea. And I think especially for someone who just had a baby or just got married, I think it's a great idea.
Oh, I do too. So what do? You provide them with a photo and then they just take it from there?
I think so. I didn't read all of the instructions, but I believe that is what
What's the
you
company? What's the name of it?
do. It is on Etsy. I'll include the link. Hold
Okay.
on. I'm going to have to pull it up here. I lost it. Just a second here.
Sure.
Talk amongst yourself. I'll pull it up.
I have no problem with that. Everybody and I are going to chat now. Anybody want to say anything about Anita while she's not here?
It's print. All right, let me stop that. It's Printable Wisdom on Etsy.
Printable Wisdom?
Printable Wisdom.
Oh, that's so great.
On Etsy.
And, what a great, another, like, what do you give your parents or grandparents? Maybe something, this of your children or their grandchildren. It'd be so nice.
Well, and I do need to mention 3 weeks for initial proof. So if you're giving this as a Christmas gift, probably should get started on it pretty soon.
Well, good thing we did this episode today. So it's November 11th. You've got time.
No, definitely.
Get on there. Do it today. I think that's a great idea. I'm going to check them out after we stop recording. I have some books. Now, you might want to keep these for yourselves, but I have 3 books that are design decor books that I think might be really interesting. And I think they'll be on my Christmas list as well. One is by Timothy Corrigan. It's The New Elegance, Stylish, Comfortable Rooms for Today. Now, when you look at the photos in there, it's sort of very over the top. It's very formal. There's things are swagged and things have tassels and all that. What I really liked about this book and what made me go look at it initially was I heard about it and I loved what Timothy Corrigan was saying. It almost sounded to me like he'd been listening to Decorating Tips and Tricks because he sort of has the same approach that Anita and I do to decorating and living your life in your rooms, even though I was actually kind of surprised when I look at the photos how formal the rooms were. So, but they're beautiful. So you may enjoy the photos, but I think what you're really the great takeaway from this book is going to be the approach to decorating. So I think that would be a beautiful book for anyone on your list who's interested in home decor. Another one is It's the Little Things, Creating Big Moments in Your Home Through the Stylish Small Stuff. That's by Susanna Salk. And that is a really lovely book. As you could imagine, chock full of vignettes and ideas for creating like small special moments throughout the home. And then the last one is the Great American House, Tradition for the Way We Live Now, Gil Schaefer and Bunny Williams. So how can you go wrong there? And it's a fresher take for Bunny Williams than I've seen before in some of her other books, but I enjoy her older books as well. I think, again, anyone who is interested in decor and living life well in their home will enjoy this book.
Wonderful. Well, I have kind of one of those everything old is new again, but with a new twist on it. Because remember the Polaroid cameras, how fun those were? You could take a picture and it just came out within about a minute. You had an instant picture. You didn't have to take it down to kind of like digital, but then you had something to hand out to everybody. Yeah. So there's something called a Polaroid Lab. And it's this thing that prints out a picture, but basically it talks to your phone. So you can choose a picture on your phone and print it to this device. And so it's a nice Polaroid photo that you can hand out. It'd be great for parties or, wedding receptions or things so that you're not having to send it to a regular printer and printing out on this big paper and having to cut it or whatever. So I think it's a great that would be kind of a fun gift. And it's $129.
Well, my girls a couple of years ago wanted Polaroid cameras, so that was a Christmas gift for them a couple of years ago.
Did they like them?
Oh yeah, they loved them, but they came out with they had tiny little Polaroids. Maybe they were 2 inches or something like that. This is the ones that they wanted. So they went through a stage of those, and now whenever they go on a trip or something special, they want to get disposable cameras. They're completely fascinated with picking up pictures at the Rite Aid, getting them developed. And yeah, my older daughter loves it. She's got a whole collage of photos because they never really get to hold them in their hands. And and
they missed that.
Yeah, I just went and picked up. It was a total throwback. I went to the Rite Aid for, what have you. And my daughter was like, don't forget to pick up my film. And so I had 3 packets of films and she got doubles, of course. She's giving the doubles out to her friends. It's so funny. So yeah, maybe even if you have, I don't know, probably anybody from like age 10 up, maybe to 18 or so on your list. I didn't even think about this until we were just talking about it, but maybe some disposable cameras in their stockings because they think this is so much fun. They click and then they're like, going to the next picture. Meanwhile, they have iPhones in their pocket. It's so funny.
I know. Oh, wow. Well, everything old is new again. And, if you didn't grow up with it, it's just fun and exciting.
Oh, it is. And on these lines, while we're talking about this, I learned about something now. I have not tried this, so I cannot endorse it personally, but it's called Legacy Box. And it got some good reviews. It also caught a couple of not so great reviews on Amazon where I saw it. But I'm kind of thinking when I read the not so great reviews, it might have been, operator error kind of by the person who purchased it. It sounds like a great concept. And there's probably a lot more information on their own website, but you can pack up Betamax, VHS, I think even reel to reel, all your old stuff, and they will digitize it for you. So I think you put it all in a box and you send it off, and then it comes back all digitized.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's a variety of prices depending upon what you're sending and how much you're sending of it. So that would also be something that you'd want. That's not a last minute gift. So or you could get some of the box for the person and they could do it. But if you wanted to give the person, oh, here it is all digitized, then you'd have to get started on that pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, I found something similar to my first option, which was the custom drawing of your family. How about a home portrait in watercolor of your home?
Yeah.
And this is by let's see, who's this? This Creative Nest on Etsy. Mm-hmm. But there are several companies that do this on Etsy, but it's a watercolor painting. And so I assume you just kind of send them a photo of your house and then they print it out, and it's probably the same thing of, you tell them what size you want, and it can be printed anywhere from 5x7 up to 12x16. Let me see. It's probably the same thing as well on this one. It's going to take several weeks probably to get this done because someone's going to have to draw it.
Yeah, someone's going to have to draw it.
Mm-hmm. So don't wait till the last minute if you want to give this one. And I'll include the link for this too.
Yeah, I love that idea. When we moved in here, our friend and fabulous real estate agent gave us a pencil drawing, or I guess a pen and ink sort of drawing of our home. And it was just such a wonderful gift. So thoughtful. I think that's a beautiful gift, especially maybe if that's someone's first home. That's just so really, really
well. And this, I'm just reading what it says here. Mm-hmm. It's not computer generated or Photoshop. So they don't take a photo and then just turn it. It doesn't take your photo and just turn it into a watercolor image of it, because you know what? You could do that yourself in Photoshop. It says it is a hand painted, archival quality, heirloom worthy watercolor illustration of your home sweet home.
Fabulous. Good one. Okay, let's see. I'm going to stay in the well, you know what? I'm going to dip in a little bit into hostess gifts, if that's okay now, because well, one thing I did want to mention, Etsy gift card. Anita's got already 2 great shops for you to explore. An Etsy gift card is a wonderful thing. You're ultimately at some point supporting some, small entrepreneur, an artist by, the end user, the end gift receiver will be using the card. So that's a great way to let them choose whatever they want. And you're, buying on Etsy. Love it. An item that I have in my home now, and I absolutely love, is this Better Homes and Gardens round marble serving platter. It's like a cheese platter. And it's Carrara marble, and it's got this cool band of gold going through it, and then a rawhide loop on it. It's $13.89. Weird price, but I mean, under $15. What a great gift, really, for anyone. But that's a nice hostess gift. Maybe you put it in a pretty bag or a basket with maybe, some hard cheeses or something like that, and bring it right over. It'd be so charming. Another great hostess gift idea is a set of wooden utensils. Mm-hmm. I found a set of 7. They had all different types, some slatted and more spatula type things in this darker teak. And you can purchase those. You can sort of doctor it up a little bit. Maybe you put, wrap it, some twine around it or something like that, or tie it with a bow. You could put it with some other items, or they could certainly be a gift on their own.
Don't you just love a great recommendation from a friend?
Well, we're delighted to be recommending these companies and their wonderful products to you today. And let them know your friends at DTT sent you.
Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor, and I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants. BritBox just keeps getting better. The new Archie is amazing. And it's not the comics. It's about Cary Grant. Archie is the brand new limited series starring Jason Isaacs as Archie Leach, the man who became Cary Grant. From the award-winning screenwriter of Philomena, Archie tells Grant's born in Britain, made in Hollywood story, the dramatic grit to glamour transformation that led him to become one of the most famous people in the world. You are going to absolutely love the acting, but also the styling, the outfits, the scenery. It's the first time his story has been told in collaboration with his daughter Jennifer Grant and ex-wife Diane Cannon. The performances from Jason Isaacs and the rest of the cast are amazing, and it's only available on BritBox. So sign up for BritBox today to stream Archie and other fan favorites from any device. And we have a special limited time offer for our U.S. and Canadian listeners. Get 50% off, yes, that's 50% off your first month when you sign up for a monthly plan. But only if you go to BritBox.com and use our promotion code DTT at checkout. You're going to love Archie. So head over right now and get 50% off your first month of BritBox. Use the promotion code DTT at BritBox.com.
I found something else kind of retro, because you know how much I love hotel silver. Mm-hmm. And it's super hot and super wonderful. This is actually a brand new item. Pottery Barn has a series of items that kind of evoke that feeling of hotel silver. Mm-hmm. And so they have a beautiful bowl that you could use as a serving bowl. You could kind of use it for display or for serving. It's called the Antique Silver Sentiment Serving Bowl. It is actually brass with an antique silver plated finish, and it has a saying around the edge which says, "Together with friends and family is always the happiest place to be." And that's inscribed around the rim.
Oh,
I think it's such a beautiful piece. It's regularly $99. It's on sale for $69, and it looks like it's a nice size. It's 13 inches wide at the widest part. So, I think it's a nice size, and it looks really pretty.
Yeah, that is really pretty. And what if you're invited to somebody's house for Thanksgiving or Christmas or something and your whole family's coming? I mean, really, I mean, you might say to yourself, oh, that's a little more than a hostess gift. But if, 4 or 5 people are going to someone's house for dinner, that's a beautiful gift to bring. And how appropriate. So. I love that. What a nice saying. Here's something fun. How geodes have been sort of, in and out of popularity in the last few years. And I just think they are really pretty. There's these agate geode bookends from West Elm, and I found them on super sale for $18.99. And they're so pretty. Just as like something different. Like I kind of put that in the category of, well, that, I know this person loves their home and whatnot. Maybe they're a book lover, but it's just something they probably wouldn't buy for themselves. And it's just super pretty.
Very nice. Oh, and those are so beautiful. I like looking at those.
Yeah,
nice
and you don't
paperweights.
have to. Right, exactly. You could make it a paperweight. You can separate them. That doesn't have to hold
on your
the
desk.
books. Yeah.
Yeah. And then with the silver collection, I have one more that I have to mention, and this is Pottery Barn, part of their hotel silver collection. They have an antique silver sentiment pitcher, and that's on sale from $79 to it's on sale for $55. So that, and let me see, what is it? It says drink. Well, okay. I don't know if that's doing anything for you, but anyway.
In case you were wondering.
Well, I couldn't tell from the picture.
Or you needed permission.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. But anyway, it's a lovely brand new silver pitcher. It's the same thing. I think this one is also the silver over brass. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think it says here. No, crafted of stainless steel with a lacquer coating. Features an antique finish. Okay, so slightly different, but there you go.
Okay, now if you're going, again, for dinner someplace or even just an open house party, you might want to bring just a little something. So you could do these things individually or you could put them together. I would suggest this really for anyone, but certainly if somebody likes to cook or, they're known to entertain, a lovely sea salt. It could be
nice.
My favorite Maldon. That comes in its normal little cardboard box, which is pretty in and of itself. But I do know they do have more like an actual like salt cellar. You can find that. It's a little more expensive. Or a Himalayan pink sea salt, something like that. Wrap it up a little, maybe some cellophane, put a bow on it. You're done. Lovely.
Oh, great idea.
How about a truffle oil? Again, something somebody might be tempted to buy, but maybe they don't want to spend $17.99 for it in the grocery store. And but as a gift, that's a beautiful gift. They drizzle it over pasta, do something with a baguette and olives or whatnot, and or this Nielsen and Macy vanilla bean paste. I don't know if anybody listening has ever tried that, but I once took a cooking class way back when I first moved to LA, and the woman introduced us to that vanilla bean paste. We kind of used it in a creme brulee. Okay, well, you never go back. Like vanilla extract McCormick's is just never going to make sense to you anymore after you try this. So if you really wanted to go crazy, you could put those 3 things together in a pretty little bag or in a basket and give that, or individually. Each one of those things is just a special little gift of its own.
Nice. Well, this is another higher end item, but Pendleton has a carry along motor throw, which is just, Pendleton quality, virgin wool. There's 3 options. I really liked the blue and gray plaid blanket, but it has this lovely leather strap and shoulder strap that comes with it. So you could take that for picnics, or maybe if you're out by the campfire. So it's easily transportable, and it's just so cool with that shoulder strap. But it would be great to take out. It's $99 and it's 52 by 66 inches long, not including the fringe, but it's really a pretty plaid. Most of these plaids are reds. So if you're not into the red, I think you'll like this one because it's the blues and grays and some yellow. So it's really pretty.
Oh, that sounds really nice.
But if you prefer red, they have red also.
It's like a stadium blanket. Right?
Yes, it's a stadium blanket, of course.
So if you like to go to football games or whatnot when it's chilly out, that's a great thing to have. And that is a classic. Someone will have that for the rest of their lives and pass that blanket down. So what a wonderful gift that would be. Keeping in that vein, I had something from Mark and Graham. They're calling it the blanket scarf. So it's not as big as the blanket that Anita's talking about, but it's very oversized, would be perfect. You could definitely use it as a throw on the edge of your sofa or something like that, but really wonderful for travel. When you're on the airplane, it's great just to have a little something you maybe want to toss over your shoulders, but then 5 minutes later you get hot. I mean, that, they turn the air on, they turn the air off, that sort of thing. So this one, you can have it monogrammed. They have a lot of different plaids and it's only $29. So that's
great price.
Deal. Mark and Graham is that company. Many episodes ago, I told you about my carry-on suitcase, my rolly that I got from them. And I thought they were a standalone company, but they are like somehow affiliated with Williams-Sonoma, Pottery Barn. They're all sort of one, but it
probably bought them out.
Yeah, but it appears so. But all they do is sort of like the travel-y sort of thing. And then accessories would sort of go along with that. Some purses. Their catalog is very interesting. I actually have several pages dog-eared this year. And everything can be monogrammed.
Nice. Okay, so I have a gift that you might want for yourself. It is a wooden caddy for your bathtub. I know. Don't those look so luxurious? And this one's actually, I don't know how long they think you're staying in the tub, but apparently like all day, because it has all these compartments, like for your lotion, for your wine glass. There's a place to put your candle, put your book. And I don't know, I think they have some nuts and mints on here.
Is it one that goes across?
Yes, it goes all the way across your tub.
Oh, wow.
So so you don't have to, because you want to be able to put your book there and you're not having to hold it with your wet hand. And this one, I'll include the link for it, but it is less than $45.
Ah, okay. That's well worth it. Okay, so we're talking about maybe this might be a book you'd want to take in to the tubby with you. And this seems so interesting to me. The Encyclopedia of the Exquisite, an anecdotal history of elegant delights, a lifestyle guide for the Francophile or the Anglomaniac, style maven, gourmand, armchair traveler, and art lover. Doesn't that sound fun?
It sounds like us.
It has all these sort of interesting things. It's like from the history of champagne to just all these little things you might not know anything about, and just and just everything sort of done with style.
I think I may be just picking up some of the stuff that you've included here to put on my wish list for Christmas.
Exactly.
And that's going on there. I
think it'd be so fun. Yeah. And that is that. I don't think that was very expensive. I think it was like $25 or something like that. It's a hardcover.
Nice. Okay. Well, I found a gorgeous tray, because if you are someone who loves to decorate, then you know the importance of a tray, because you can do so much decorating.
Essential.
You can do your vignettes on a tray.
Yeah.
So you want kind of a big size tray. So this one is from Joss in Maine, and it's called the Nolia aluminum serving tray. So you can, I guess they're thinking about serving food on it, but you don't have to. And it comes in a gold finish or a gray finish. And then size-wise, let's see, 14 by 10 down to 34. Actually, I should say up to 34 by 10. So there are 3 sizes. Actually, it looks like more, that there's just a few they're out of stock of. So the beauty of this is it comes in whatever size you want. And it's the 2 finishes. Did I mention the price? $43.99. And it has excellent reviews. So this would be a great one if you're serving friends out on your back porch, or if you're doing a vignette of things on a table somewhere inside your house. I think this would be a great one to have.
Ooh, what's it called again?
The Nolia aluminum serving tray.
Nolia. We're having a peek now, aren't we? Yes. Oh, that's pretty. When you said gold, you had me.
It's really, I think you're going to like it. It's just a really nice look. It almost looks hammered.
It almost looks hammered. It almost looks gold leaf.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty. It's very warm.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah. I'm a Google master, girl.
You are.
I got all the computers going. I got it all on. I've got one, but I'm going to save it to the end. You're going to have your little fingers going to be twitching.
Oh, man.
It. Yeah.
Okay.
So you
All
might
right.
have looked at it. I sent it to you already the other day, so you can just figure out what that is. Okay. Now you're going to have to help me with this. These are the French steak knives that are made, that are styled as what is the French word?
Oh, no, you're going to make me. No, I'm not looking at it. Oh, well, we said it in the previous episode.
La goulie.
La goulie. Yeah, la goulie, something like that. I'd have to find my pronunciation.
So Anita educated me on the fact that that is actually a style of flatware or knives, not the brand. And that's very interesting because I didn't know that. And I was seeing these like Le Goulie by so-and-so, by so-and-so, by so-and-so. And I was like, well, you know, are these designers like putting their own twist on it? But they all looked the same. So anywho, a couple of years ago, I was shopping at this really nice gourmet market in the Grove shopping area in Los Angeles. And I don't know if anybody knows about that area, but the Grove was like the original farmers market in LA. And they've kept that authentic part of it. And then, you know, all around it is like Urban Outfitters and the American Girl store and all these other things. And it's this fabulous outdoor mall. But the authentic part is so cool. They have all the vendors, butchers, and all these things, and, you know, all kinds of different sandwich shops and things like that, high-end candy stores. And then they have this great gourmet shop. And I stumbled upon these French steak knives. And so that was my Christmas present to myself. They're beautiful. Mine have this ivory-esque handle. So I guess it's it's really plastic, but how do you say plastic in French? I don't know. But they don't look plastic. But of course, it's not made from like an elephant's tusk. It's not real ivory.
No. But they're so pretty, and you can get them in so many colors.
And they're silver tipped. I don't put them in the dishwasher. Maybe you could, but I treat them like, you know, they're a lot more expensive than they are. And they came in this great box, open box. So the 6 of them lay in there, and they were.
What was the brand on yours?
Well, you know, it has another person's name on it, but now I'm there in my kitchen and I'm up here.
Oh, it's on the John. Oh, okay.
I'll put that in the show notes. I could not find my exact set online, so I can keep looking. But I love these. And again, for the person who likes to entertain or cook or just have beautiful things in their kitchen, honestly, I did not spend more than $35 on these 6 knives. I couldn't believe how inexpensive they were for how beautiful they are.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, those are gorgeous. I just love those. So, and there are several brands that make them. So my next item, another, you know, we think of, there's certain things that you need in your house, in your decorating arsenal. And, you know, we talk about trays being one of them. I think the other thing that's just really good to have in your decorating arsenal is a lantern. So I found a lantern that you can give yourself or someone else. And I love the style of this one because it's very clean. It's very modern looking. And I think it would go with any style you had. It's Pottery Barn, and it's called the Arlington Lantern. And it comes in a medium or large, and it's a faux brass finish. These are and they're on sale. Wow. So the large was $169, on sale for $66.99.
That's a big price drop.
I know. And the small was $129, on sale for $50.99. And these are really pretty. So let me see if I can get the dimensions for you, if I can get that to open up. The medium is 16 inches high and the large is 21 inches high. So these are nice sized. And so you can use candles in them year round. But again, remember, seasonal decor. You can take the candles out and just fill them full of seasonal decor as the seasons change. So Thanksgiving time, you can put pine cones in, or fall leaves. At Christmas time, you can put Christmas ornaments in there, or some greenery. You can just dress them up however you like.
Yeah. And lantern is really, truly one of the essentials. So great to have. I just put a little one by my door, and I put one of those candles on a timer, and it's just lovely. It just warms up the whole entry. So that's like a little night light too that we have there. I love it. Okay. Let's see what else I've got. It's such a fun time of year, right? It's so nice to be picking special things out for people. I love this. Monogram stationery. I think that's such a nice gift. And again, that's something I probably wouldn't buy for myself. And there's so many different price points. You can really go crazy with, kind of like candles. Candles could be $125. And you're like, I'm burning a candle. Or, I would, if I had $125 monogram stationery, I might not ever use it because I'm like, ooh, if you got that for me, you really rate because I'm using a piece of it on you. But you can find monogram stationery at much lower price points, and it's still going to be absolutely beautiful. It doesn't have to be letterpress or anything like that. And what a lovely personalized gift to be giving somebody. Paper Source, the Paper Source shops, they have a really nice selection. And something was like saying like around 50 cards for like $25, something like that, depending on what you're choosing with envelopes. So that is just a really nice thing to think of. Again, that's something you probably should start thinking of now if you're going to be getting that for someone, but obviously it's not going to take as long as, some of the other things we've mentioned.
Yes. Okay. So my last one, I don't know how many you have, but this is my last one.
I got one more. Isn't that interesting?
Oh, wow. We worked that out just right. Okay, tiled Margot monogram mug. You've probably seen these around. This is from Anthropology, and it's $12. I normally don't recommend a mug because I think we all have too many. But this one was too cute not to include. It's got a monogram, and it's got the hex tile on it. It looks so it has kind of an old-timey look, but also it looks like it might, I don't know. It also kind of has a Paris Metro look to it. So it's really nice. So you can get it in whatever letter that you want. But the thing is, you can go on the Anthropology site because there's so many other items they have that coordinate with this. They have the tile monogrammed, let's see, they have some tile monogrammed coasters. They have some tins. They have, like pie plates, other plates, spoon rests. So if you go in there and just kind of Google bistro tile or something like that, you'll see it everywhere. But they're really charming. I think it's kind of a fresh new look, and I think these are going to be really hot this Christmas season.
Oh, that is so cute. Oh, yes. So cute. Again, my Google mastering, I was able to find it right away. Gosh, this internet is really something
Isn't it amazing?
It really is. Oh, everyone, you're going to love these. Oh, yes. I love the In a Pinch bistro tile. I don't even care what it is. It was probably, spice jar. Oh, that's darling.
Okay, so I messed up so much. That was actually my crush.
Oh, wow. You got ahead of yourself.
I know. So sorry. I just kind of was so excited about it. And then I realized that was my crush for today.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So I think that actually but
it's a gift item too.
It's not really a Freudian slip because that's like, a whole nother genre of slip, but I think that was a little Christmas slip. I think you really want that. I think you're trying to give me a hint.
Hint, hint, hint. Okay.
Okay. Well, here's a hint for you and Peter, because we know he listens. How about this is for anyone who has feet. So if you want to indulge yourself a little bit or someone you love, Jack Rogers. Now, Anita and I both love Jack Rogers sandals. They are sort of this iconic whip stitch sandal. Jackie O was wearing them, years and years ago in the 60s. They've been around a long time. They make all different kinds of shoes now too, but that is really their look. So they have now transformed the Jack Rogers iconic sandal style and shape into a yummy fuzzy bottomed slipper.
Oh,
yeah. And,
nice.
As slippers go, since, my last pair of slippers were from the Rite Aid, probably while I was picking up film, they were probably $12 with a sale. These are $88. So it's a bit of an indulge. And they are shaped like a sandal. So your toes are open.
They look like regular sandals to me, but I didn't look closely.
Well, they have shearling on the the inner sole. And they come in blush and midnight. They don't come in black. I think they come in like a midnight navy, sort of a tan combo, like think of an UGG boot, like, the white shearling, and then that color, that sort of caramel color, and then maybe one other color. Oh, I think a bright pink. So you might want to check those out. I just love Jack Rogers shoes. Really well made. Love Love
Yes.
those sandals.
Yeah, very high quality. So you pay more, but you're really getting good quality.
Okay. So I don't know if should that be my crush? That's my wannabe
No,
crush.
you're still allowed a crush. You didn't
Okay.
mess up like I did.
Okay. Well, my crush is something that I have experienced or I haven't worn it myself, but it's the Frisco dog cabled knit sweater. And it's by Chewy and it's only $10.99. And if you have little ones, you might want to get them something, for Christmas. So our littlest dog, Eve, she's only 7 pounds and we take her to school every morning in the car when I drop off Laura. And even here in Southern California, if it dips below like 65, she shakes. So she loves wearing her sweaters and she looks fabulous. So I found the sweater for only $10.99 by Chewy. This company has a lot of different things for your dogs and cats. So worth checking out even if you're not into sweaters.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, it's super cute. So
yeah, my collie does not want to wear a sweater.
She does not need, and particularly where you live, she probably would never need one.
No. She needs something, cooling.
Yes, she needs a mister.
Personal mister.
Personal mister. Evian, misting all day. So our
pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh, so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. We're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about, visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. Inevitably, with the new year come wellness goals. One very effective and easy to reach goal is to add Dose to your wellness regime. Dose is expertly formulated organic wellness shots that support your liver in one delicious drink. Formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support liver health. Potent turmeric, milk thistle, and ginger. There's 0 sugar and 0 calories. Did you know that your liver performs over 500 special functions? Since I learned all that my liver is doing, I started with Dose to support all those vital functions. I take a shot of refreshing Dose 2 times per week to combat everyday toxins from food, meds, alcohol, and unhealthy air. Since starting with Dose about a month ago, I am definitely feeling an overall improvement in my health. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health like I have, Dose is offering DTT listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT. That's dosedaily.co.co/DTT and use the code DTT.
Listener question today is from Vicky
Mm-hmm.
R. Vicky
Hey, Vicky.
Vicky has a question that maybe a lot of people share. She has a home office, which is really a multi-purpose room. She does a lot of things in there, including practicing and storing her clarinet. Yeah,
Nice.
I love that. So she plays in a local band or orchestra. I think that's fabulous. So go, Vicky. She also has some crafting going on there and she works in there. So she's asking us, how can she make this room more inviting, but still have all these various tasks / endeavors going on in that one room? And I don't know how big the room is, and I didn't see any photos.
Well, and I think that really depends on because I think that's a good question for anybody. And it really kind of depends on what you're doing in the room. So like, for example, on the clarinet, I don't know, is she sitting while she's playing it? Is she standing? I mean, if she's sitting, she's going to want a comfy chair in there that she could use for other things as well. But, I think that's so really dependent on what you're doing in the room. But if you want to make it multifunctional, then you want to make it a place that you can sit and do other things in. And then now I think she mentioned she sews in there and gets on the computer, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So is that at the same desk? Are those at different desks? So I think maybe you want to have different areas of the room that meet the different functions it's used for. Our study is not very big, so we really just use it as a study. But I think if you've got a bigger room, it's nice to have a seating area in there that you can use, and then maybe kind of a work area, or maybe you can kind of set it up like a traditional study where there's a desk and there's 2 seats near the desk, but that are comfortable enough that you could sit there and read or, look at your phone or look at your iPad or something.
Yeah, good tips. Again, not knowing too much about the room other than that a lot of things need to go on in there. I agree. There's one way to approach it is to have sort of different stations for each thing. Have something that really works as a desk for your computer work. And if you're sewing on a fairly regular basis, it's a pain in the neck to take the sewing machine out and set it up and all of that. Maybe you can have another desk and that can just be your sewing station and have it set up so it's really comfortable for that. So you're not needing to move things all the time. And then with the clarinet, I'm not really sure how people are when they have a clarinet, whether they're standing or if you need a music stand or things like that. But that seems like that would be, sort of onto itself some other area. So not knowing what furniture is in there, I would just try to unify any of the pieces. If it's stuff that you're thrifting, like, maybe a couple of desks or something like that, I would paint them the same color. So I would try not to have it, because there's going to be a lot of things in the room by virtue of the various endeavors that are going on in there. So fabrics and papers and instruments and stuff like that. So as much as I could sort of neutralize the palette for the fixtures, the chairs, the tables, the desks, things like that, I would do that. Make sure you've got appropriate lighting for each of the tasks that you want to accomplish. So you're not like squinting under the sewing machine or just working by your computer light and things like that. And make it a place that, as we mentioned in the prior episode, is not sort of a dumping ground. It seems like there could be, and I don't know that Vicki is doing this, but there could be sort of the temptation just to be, well, go put it in the home office, go put it next to my clarinet. And then all of a sudden there's even things that don't belong in there just because you're not putting it someplace else. And just because it has a lot of functions doesn't mean it shouldn't be beautiful and shouldn't flow with the rest of your house. So if you don't have an area rug in there, maybe put one in. If you don't have a plant in there, put one in. Decorate it like you would decorate any other room in your house, but it has to, it's kind of a room that works really hard. So you have to think about, carving out these special stations. Now, if you don't have any furniture in there at all, Vicki, what we did in our home, the small home office in the main house, is I just went wall to wall with just a nice piece of plywood, and I had some trim, put it on, and we attached it to the wall or supported it with corbels. So I just have this long counter. And so what we have is I have a desk set up with my laptop and my chargers and all that. And Peter has the same thing. So there's 2 chairs and 2 kind of workstations. So you could have your computer workstation. On the other end, you could have your sewing machine, and then just figure out where your clarinet goes.
And then the thing with the sewing machine is you can get furniture to hide the sewing machine. I actually have a sewing machine cabinet, and so unless I'm using it, I have it put up. And then the TV, it's actually multifunctional because the TV is on top of it. So it's actually a TV cabinet. So
brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. So Vicki, we hope that helped. Yeah. So this was fun. We hope we gave you some good ideas. And remember, if you're listening now, that some of these things are going to take a little bit more time. So if you're interested in the portraits and things like that, you might want to get on that right away.
Great. And also remember, we are here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. So until next time.
I want to remind you that we are available for design consults. We take on your design dilemmas, questions, renovations, any project you want to talk about, any room, any space. We are here for you. And we really do enjoy doing these. And I think we've helped people a lot. So if you want to sign up for a consult, head to the link in the show notes. It's decoratingtipsandtricks.com/consult. We hope to talk to you soon.